Hello everyone, welcome to my new video, welcome to my channel. For the ones who are watching me for the first time, I'm Rabun, I live in Vienna and I do love learning languages. I am also very into different cultures and countries, basically anything about human beings. In this video, I will try to speak slowly because all of my friends tell me all the time that I have to speak slowly, so I will try my best. As you know, New Year is almost there and some of us have their own resolutions, and I also have some resolutions, and of course they're about learning languages. In this video I want to answer a question which I was asked so many times before. Actually around 2 years ago I made a similar video, you can check it. In this video I talked about how to pick a new language. So today I want to explain if I want to learn a new language in coming year. If yes, which language I would like to learn. Let's start with my current languages. As some of you know, my native language is Turkish and I'm fluent in English, German and Spanish. I have intermediate level in Russian and Chinese, but if it comes to my Chinese level, it's a bit tricky, it's a bit complicated to tell because my reading and writing is way better than my listening and speaking, so I can't really tell how good my Chinese is. And unfortunately, beginner in Korean, but I'm gonna do my best to improve it very soon. I had different or sometimes same reasons for these languages, but most of the time I picked these languages because I had enough motivation. If I want to start with a new language, first thing I want to focus on is having motivation and my motivation resource. In my case, it's making new friends, because for me a new language is a new world and new people and their culture and everything about this language. So it motivates me a lot if I make new friends from the language, from my target language. Speakers of target language matter. How many native speakers are there, or how often can I come across these native speakers, and how much I'm gonna be exposed to this language. It's also important if there are enough resources or if there are enough learning materials. So let me count you the languages I would like to learn one day or this year. First one is Portuguese. The reason why I would like to learn Portuguese is basically I just like it. I like how it sounds like, I like the speakers of the language. As you know, there are Portuguese people or the people from Brazil, both very friendly countries. Unfortunately, I don't really have many friends from these countries, but I'm sure if I start with Portuguese one day, I will try to expand my friend circle which speaks this language. And I speak Spanish, so I don't think Portuguese is going to be difficult for me to learn. Second one would be French. French is an official language in many countries in Europe, as you know, and I also like how it sounds like, and because of my Spanish, again, I don't think it's going to be very difficult for me. I had some French classes when I was in high school, so I kind of know how it works. But you know, I'm not really afraid of French grammar after struggling with Chinese. Another option would be Italian. Italian is being spoken only in Italy, as you know, but you can come across native speakers of Italian everywhere because they travel, especially in Europe. If you're in Europe, you can always come across Italian speakers. They have a great culture, great food, amazing weather. I really like Italian, so it would be one of the options. Another language I would like to learn one day is either Swedish or Norwegian. As you know, they're in German language family, so my German will definitely help if I want to start with Swedish or Norwegian one day. I have never been there before, and to be honest, I didn't really meet many people from these countries, but I really like how it sounds like. It sounds very nice, kind of melodic, and I don't think it's very difficult. I know there are not many speakers of these languages, and I heard from many people, like from polyglots who speak Swedish, Danish or Norwegian, when they are there, when native speakers hear that you have a tiny bit accent, they just switch to English. I also know this, but still, I think it's really nice to be able to speak a language that you think it sounds very nice. Another option would be Persian. Yeah, totally different, but as I mentioned before, my native language is Turkish, and in Turkish we do have many loanwords from Persian language. So there are so many words in Persian that are familiar to me because I already know them from Turkish. But the alphabet is a bit tricky, you know, they use Arabic alphabet. It could be a bit tricky. The reason I would like to learn Persian is now my colleague is from Iran and she's very nice and she's very friendly, so she also motivates me actually. Yeah, that will be one of the options, why not? So Greek is one of the languages I would like to learn one day. I do love Greece, I do love Greek people. You know, we are neighbors, I have been there. As you know, we are neighbors and we were in the same country for like more than 400 years. So we have so many things in common. And I also have very nice Greek friends and I love how Greek sounds like.
Γεια σου Ραμπούν, τι κάνεις? Θέλω να μάθεις ελληνικά.
Yeah. But Greek is being spoken only in Greece, I know. There are not many native speakers. But as I always say, if you have enough motivation for a language, if you think you love it, you can just go for it. And now some Southeast and East Asian languages. One of the languages that I find very interesting is Vietnamese. I don't have many Vietnamese friends, but I like how, I kind of like it. I find it very interesting because it was influenced a lot by Chinese, and I think my Chinese would help a bit. As you know, their alphabet is not that tricky, it's not that difficult because it's like almost Latin alphabet. But the pronunciation is very difficult. I checked from the applications and Vietnamese sounds very difficult to pronounce. Other option will be Tagalog, a Filipino language. They have many loanwords from Spanish, and my Spanish will help to learn Tagalog one day. I have some Filipino friends, very nice people. I really like Filipinos, and they also have many English words in the language, and most of them speak very good English, but I'm sure they would be very happy if I talk to them like out of sudden in their language, in Tagalog. And the last option, the most difficult one probably, will be Japanese. I don't have many friends from Japan, but I'm very into Japanese culture and food and the language. I know my Chinese background would help. As you know, they use kanji, which are basically originally Chinese characters. And I speak some Korean, and Korean and Japanese, they also have many similarities, like agglutinative languages such as Turkish, so it will help. But their writing system, they have 3 alphabets, as you know, characters and plus alphabets, so it will be tricky. So guys, to sum it up, these are the languages I would like to learn one day. Maybe I will start with one of them this year. Of course, I will pick only one to focus on more because I still have to improve my Russian, Chinese and Korean. I hope I could give you an image how I pick my languages and what my reasons are. If I start learning a new language this year, I will definitely make a video about it, and I will even record my process because I'm gonna be very motivated, and I will start making friends who speak these languages. Thanks for watching. Which languages do you want to learn this year? Please write below in the comments and let me know. See you in my next video.